A sharp Ruy Lopez closed anti-martial signals an aggressive start in Fide Women's Grand Prix to lax 2425 Pune Round 1, with Kashlinskaya taking on Shuvalova. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Kashlinskaya considers playing knight takes e5. Knight c6. Bishop b5. Pawn a6. Shuvalova might go for pawn takes b5. Bishop a4. Knight f6. King castled kingside. Kashlinskaya considers playing. Bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and take decisive advantage. Bishop e7. Rook e1. Kashlinskaya is setting up to play. Bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and seizes the initiative. On b5. Shuvalova is preparing to play pawn takes a4. Bishop b3. King castled kingside. We are now in the Ruy Lopez closed anti-martial. On a4. Kashlinskaya considers playing pawn takes b5. Bishop b7. On d3. On d6. On h3. Knight a5. Bishop a2. On c5. Knight bd2. Bishop c8. Knight f1. On b4. Knight e3. Bishop e6. Knight c4. Kashlinskaya is aiming to play. Knight takes a5. Queen takes a5. Bishop takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Knight g5. Knight e8. Knight takes e6 and dominate the board. Knight takes c4. Bishop takes c4. On h6. On the 5. Knight h7. Bishop takes e6. It is novelty move. Pawn takes e6. On c3. Kashlinskaya wants to play. Pawn takes b4. Pawn takes b4. Queen b3. Knight g5. Bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Queen takes e6 check and increase their advantage significantly. Rook b8. On d4. Kashlinskaya is preparing to play. Pawn takes e5. On d5. Pawn takes d5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn takes c3. Pawn takes c3. Pawn takes d4. Pawn takes d4. Rook b5. Pawn takes c5. Pawn takes c5. Queen a4. Bishop f6. Shuvalova is aiming to play bishop takes a1. On e5. Kashlinskaya is looking to play pawn takes f6. Bishop g5. Rook d1. Kashlinskaya wants to play rook takes d8. Queen e7. Knight takes g5. Knight takes g5. Bishop e3. Knight f7. Queen e4. Rook c8. Rook db1. Queen d7. Rook takes b5. Queen takes b5. Rook b1. Kashlinskaya's idea is to play rook takes b5. Queen takes a5. Queen c4. Kashlinskaya wants to play queen takes e6. Knight d8. On f4. Queen c7. Queen takes a6. On c4. Rook c1. On c3. King f2. On c2. King e2. Knight c6. Queen c4. Queen d7. Take a moment to spot the best move for Kashlinskaya. Queen e4 is logical continuation as Queen c7, Queen g6, King h8, Queen takes e6, Queen b8. On f5 position is equal. Let's analyze the main line. Queen d7. On f5 take a moment to spot the best move for Shuvalova. Knight a5 is logical continuation as Queen d3, Queen b7, Rook takes c2, Queen takes g2 check, Bishop f2, Knight c6. Shuvalova have small advantage. Let's analyze the main game. On f5 slightly worse move played by Kashlinskaya. Knight d8 slightly worse move played by Shuvalova. Shuvalova is looking to play Queen d1 check. Rook takes d1. Pawn promotes to Queen at cx d1 check. King takes d1. Rook takes c4 and seizes the initiative. Pawn takes e6. Knight takes e6. Queen e4. Queen b5 check. King d2. Rook c4. Queen a8 check. King h7. Shuvalova might go for Knight c5. Rook takes c2. Rook takes c2 check. King takes c2. Queen b3 check. King d2. Queen d3 check and establish a winning position. Queen a3. Queen c6. Queen d3 check. King h8. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Kashlinskaya? Rook takes c2 is a strong choice since Queen takes g2 check. King d1. Rook takes c2. Queen takes c2. Queen takes h3. Queen g6. Still Kashlinskaya is losing. Let's analyze the main game. King h8. Pawn g4 is a mistake played by Kashlinskaya. Queen g2 check. Queen e2. Queen d5 check. Queen d3. Kashlinskaya considers playing Queen takes d5. Rook c7. Queen takes e6. Pawn h5. Queen d5. King h7. Pawn e6. Pawn h4. King d3. Pawn g6 and dominate the board. Knight d4. Shuvalova intends to play Queen a5 check. Queen c3. Queen takes c3 mate and dominate the board. King e1. Queen h1 check. Queen f1. Queen takes f1 check. King takes f1. Knight b3. Rook e1. Rook e4. Shuvalova is setting up to play Rook takes e3. Rook takes e3. Pawn promotes to Queen at c1 check and dominate the board. King f2. Rook takes e5. Pawn h4. King h7. Pawn g5. Rook takes e3. Pawn g6 check. King takes g6. Shuvalova claimed a well-earned victory.